T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
On the planet. Of course, it is Monday night, and we are here to discuss Monday Night Raw. Ooh, why you got that face?
I was looking at something.
Jesus. Welcome. Of course, the Salt Shakers are here to discuss all things WWE.
My boy. Hayes.
Oh god, we gotta get some WWE clips. No lie.
Yeah, we do.
We've been
Come
running.
on. Nah.
Jesus
What about the divas?
You know
That's
what?
a-
I actually have that. Do I? I
Well,
might have.
As she finds that video, we open up tonight. Oh, pause. With the Usos. Nice. Yeah, we see Solo coming out really the forefront of the bloodline with the Usos. And of course, look at Paul in the back. He's just so funny. And he is a great, obviously, Paul, he puts a lot of glue together when it comes to the Usos and Solo and Roman when it comes to suspense. We have been really focused on Paul because he said some things recently, but yes, then we get to the Judgment Day facing off, and my favorite part, honestly, was Rhea. Rhea seemed like she wanted to beat the hell out of Solo.
No lie.
Like, it sucks that we will never probably get that match, but you could just feel the lingering of Rhea being like, you know what, I could take you. But of course, Paul says that Judgment Day will be taking on Kevin, Riddle, and Sammy tonight. And then, of course, Rey Mysterio comes out as well. And then, of course, before that, we see Rhea and Solo. You know, Paul's like, are we okay? And Rhea's kind of like, for now, you know. It's cute.
Like, give us this match. Honestly.
What's I'm not understanding. What's the disconnect? Like, what's the problem when? Do y'all think that it's? Do y'all not want like? And I'm not gonna make it political, obviously, but are y'all worried about kids seeing like a woman defeat a man? Like what are we doing?
It's been done before, and there were kids in the audience, but I think it's because we're in a different time. That how things were done back in that time,
Yeah.
it wouldn't to a lot of people wouldn't be believable. But with Rhea Ripley and Solo, I feel like it's something that could be believable. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
she doesn't even have to be him.
I feel like Rhea could scoop slam the fuck out of Solo the same way she did Doc Gallo. So or Luke Gallo, the Festus, where's when he want to be.
I don't know, but we'll never get intergender in WWE. Well, I won't say never, but I don't think we'll get it.
You won't get it like this. Now you gave us Sasha and Reggie, you know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna give us like two powerhouses like this here.
No.
Come on now. Can you imagine Solo getting riptide?
Could you imagine what we could have gotten with Charlotte Flair versus Adam Cole?
Or Charlotte and Randy Orton.
Or Rhea versus Damian, like in NXT?
Yeah.
Or even like
we did get Rhea versus Akira Tozawa, but this is what I'm saying though, like it's somebody who's matching her a little bit at least.
At least like
that's gonna push her.
My dream match has always been Randy Orton and Charlotte Flair. I just feel like that match would just
I'm gonna big boot the fuck out of Randy.
The RKO at the end though to win it all, just nuts.
Hell no, she gonna reverse that shit into a natural selection and then figure eight his ass.
Also, yes. Okay. With that being said, we had a match between Ray and Solo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Lord, why?
I mean, the Usos did bring their ass back out there. So, like, LWO did what was needed to be done, but it did not help everybody win at all whatsoever. But domestic violence is wrestling. Come on now. Women and men are fighting each other on the goddamn indies. Okay.
Yeah, that's like Masha and Nick Gage, literally. Like
Masha's literally holding a man's title. So they want to say for the men's title.
Yeah. And then we see this interaction between Maxine and Otis and Chad. Adam Pearce is all of us at this point. And then, of course, this is women's wrestling talk, so we got to get to the women. We're not sure when Iyo is getting her match.
Mm-mm.
So let's just throw that out there. But Bianca Belair goes one-on-one with Dakota. They had a great showing.
Mm-hmm.
A really great showing. And Dakota, she tried to get the victory, but, I don't know. I thought it was very interesting towards the end when Bianca won. And then Bailey and Iyo look so disappointed.
I mean, were they really expecting Dakota to beat Bianca? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. This is like, this ain't Bianca down in NXT that Dakota was fighting or wrestling her in the ring with. This is a champion, Bianca Belair. This is someone who is unstoppable as of right now, Bianca Belair. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was not expecting Dakota to beat Bianca. Because then what would happen was if Dakota's beating Bianca and Iyo hasn't beaten her, but Dakota could easily move her ass way into that title picture.
Yeah. I don't think
Iyo will be waiting her turn. Because Iyo has an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It would have been Dakota's turn to get an opportunity. And maybe it'd been something that Bailey would be more jealous of, the fact that she still hasn't been able to beat Bianca.
Yeah. And I think sometimes fans want their faves to be champions more than the person actually wants to be the champion. Mm-hmm. Some people are just happy to be in WWE and wrestle. Mm-hmm. Like some people are just happy to have time on Monday night. Like, could you imagine in your younger days, we all watched Monday Night Raw.
Of course.
Could you imagine wanting to be a wrestler, becoming a wrestler, working on WWE, and then just having 6 minutes on Raw? Or not even longer, like every week on Raw.
Like I'm on TV somehow, some way. Y'all fit me into 3 hours.
Like, oh, she's losing. Okay, but like what? it's still like they had a great match, and I don't know if there's anyone that's going to be able to stop Bianca Belair.
I don't know. Maybe when the draft comes up, maybe we'll have some discussion. But I'm still riding with the CWE, of course.
If she gets moved to SmackDown and Rhea gets moved to, well, I guess Rhea would stay. Well, no.
Well, it really depends on what they choose to do, though, because with the draft coming, everybody is eligible. So, I mean,
Rhea's on Raw.
Yeah, she's on Raw, but she's holding it. But she does double duty now because, of course, she's on SmackDown too. But she's not even involved in any of the women down there on SmackDown. And she's still lingering aside Judgment Day. It's not like she has or anybody has really stepped up to her to say,
maybe she'll be the one that gets drafted.
Maybe she would, and then it'll kind of leave Judgment Day.
But I think it's time. I honestly think that Rhea should stay, and I think Bianca should go to SmackDown, and then they do the title swap, just to make it fair. Why not? Because Bianca, I think it's time. I think it's time for a switch up. She needs to build. There's a lot of lackluster in SmackDown, and I think that she could, because now we're even seeing Raquel and Liv obviously be over here now that they're champions and stuff. So, this is so funny. This interaction between them two. I just give us what we want. That's how we're asking. And then we get to Cody Rhodes.
I don't think Bianca's gonna be beaten before she go to SmackDown. So
no, I don't think so.
Because the last two who was holding the titles, they weren't beat before all the draft. So why does Bianca have to be beaten before the draft? Charlotte and Becky was not beaten before the draft, and they did their title switch or whatever.
They did, yeah. So
why does Bianca have to be beaten before she go to SmackDown? What is that going to prove?
And it's confusion already with Rhea because she's on Raw, but she's a SmackDown Women's Champion.
But she's also not interacting with any of the other women
on SmackDown.
You know what I'm saying? The same way it's been stupid that they've been doing all these title swaps in the first place.
Yeah, I mean they did it between
the Street Profits and the New Day. They did it that way. Like they've done a lot of title swaps before Bianca and Rhea.
I think it's good. I don't mind it. And it does.
I would rather somebody shoot me with darts before I mess with any of those men. Thank you.
Funny. It's funny.
Oh, and his picture got darts. I didn't even know.
That's hilarious. Cody basically calls out.
I hate this that I selected this photo because why is his tongue like this? I be picking some wild ass photos, y'all. No lie. Just be grabbing pictures.
Listen, you got to tell the story, right? And Cody is definitely looking to finish his story, and he seems to stumble on a new chapter, and that's Brock Lesnar. He wants Brock. Adam Pearce comes out and reminds him that he is not medically cleared to compete. By that time, it just seems like things just take a turn. Things get very chaotic when Brock Lesnar appears. And Mika, one of our writers and hosts here, pointed it out that this man looked like Jeepers Creepers.
He does.
He really
definitely gives like he's supposed to be like a new age Undertaker or some shit like that. He got the cowboy hat. He got the damn long ass coat.
Girl,
like this is 2002 Taker all in one.
Like I'm not like you. Bro.
You want to look fabulous and really don't.
You don't.
All right, so I marry Stacy Keibler. I'll kiss Trish, but I'll cheat on Sable.
Damn, that's terrible. I'm marrying Sable. I'll kiss Stacy Keibler and I'll cheat on Trish.
First of all, Stacy Keibler, come on now. That's a trophy wife. That's a trophy wife, okay?
Sable ages gracefully.
Yeah, but Stacy Keibler, yeah, she got legs and she still know how to use them. All right.
That's crazy. And then of course, Cody, for some reason, is being restrained. And to me, this was like the Hulk versus like, I don't know, like Captain America or some shit.
Girl, look at all of them doing the same pose. Come on down the 9.
And then it was also announced, of course, Adam Pearce told Cody Rhodes that if he calms down, and even if he doesn't calm down, he will be granted his match against Brock Lesnar live Saturday, May 6th at Backlash in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Who are you trying to say that? Like, this is hilarious. Girl.
I'm a clap.
Wrong, that's nasty.
Lord, that's nasty work. Quick predictions on this, because obviously we'll be giving our predictions. Do you think Cody can get it done?
You know what? I would hope he can, but I still feel like he's gonna get fucked over once again.
And there it is. We get him. Don't forget, our prediction show will actually be May 1st, I think. Mm-hmm. I think that's the Monday for Backlash, so make sure you tune in to that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes. And then we get to Seth and Miz too. And then Seth gets the victory here. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling this match.
It was actually really good though.
It wasn't bad. It just
didn't show out when he's given an opportunity to.
Yeah.
You know,
and when he's
I don't know where this went to either. But then again, I mean, of course, this still has somewhat to do with like, you know, Logan Paul or whatever. Maybe he's mad about that or some shit. Maybe he's mad because he got re-signed.
I'm gonna kill Riddle, and I'm gonna bang Cody, and I'm gonna avoid Seth. That's a good one.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of Riddle, we move on to him talking to his tag team partners tonight. Obviously, the tag team champions, Kevin and Sammy. Mm-hmm. Before their match, of course, we get to Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley. Let me tell you something.
This match is going so well.
Let me tell you something. Bronson Reed, you are a big ass dummy. Just when I started to really like, man, I was like, come on, Theory. Come on, Theory. Mm-hmm. What? Why would you ruin this?
Because he's an idiot. He got
for
his beef
everybody.
Like, he got his beef with Bobby Lashley, so he decided he wanted to come out here and interrupt it.
For everybody.
He's an idiot.
I couldn't believe it. And so technically, Bobby gets the victory because he was attacked. But obviously, I don't even think the title was on the line. I don't know if it was just a match.
It was just a match. It wasn't no title on the line or anything like that.
But way to put them both over.
Jeffrey. Yeah.
Oh my God. And with that being said, with that being said, we will be back with after this brief commercial break.
Hey peeps, TK Trinidad here, boss lady of Women's Wrestling Talk. And I want to say thank you so much for watching because you've got millions of options. Plus, you don't have to worry about sharing your password to check us out. But while you're here, hopefully you know we have so many more shows to watch, like Turnbuckle Glam, Raw post-show, WoW post-show, AEW Dynamite post-show, Women's Wrestling Army post-show, NXT post-show, Impact Wrestling post-show, AEW Rampage and SmackDown Live post-show, On the Scroll, ROH post-show, show. WWT Live, plus all of our interviews with the hottest women's wrestlers in the game. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our website at www.talkpod.com and follow us on all social media platforms at www.talkpod. And make sure to spread the word. That means send this to the group chat. Yes, even the person with the green bubble. Thanks again so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
And of course, we come back from commercial break to talk about none other than arguably, and I say that strongly, the most notable sports entertainer in WWE, Trish Stratus. Now I have to put an emphasis on that because y'all already know how I feel. But she comes out and she brings her explanation, right? And to sum it all up in so many words, after calling Becky lesser than, after bringing up the main event, after diminishing what has been built by the 4 horsewoman, what has been built by matches like these that she was never a part of, I understand that her argument, well, not even her argument, her claim is that if it wasn't for, what does that speak for the women before her, right? And I get it. She wants her diligence, and I understand that because obviously this is Women's Wrestling Talk. We give Trish her dues. And I think a lot of the stuff that she was saying was actually factual. I just find it to be very, very funny the way she said that she orchestrated becoming friends with Becky and then manipulating Lita even in the sense. So shout out to Trish for being the top heel in this division. I don't even know if she's back. I don't know what she's doing, but shout out to Trish for really she got on that mic. She got on that mic tonight. What were your thoughts? What was going through your head when she was really diminishing the women's evolution? And well, she diminished it to me. I wouldn't say that everyone would agree with it, but also she obviously says that no Trish and Lita, just Trish.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because when you look at it and you listen to what she's saying, in a lot of people's eyes, they were not, the sole focus was barely on Lita. It was always Trish. It was always Trish. Trish being, alone. Trish being part of Imperium. Trish Stratus being in. Trish is the reason why Imperium is here. Trish is the reason why there's.
This is nuts.
Trish is the reason why there are a lot of things that just ain't in this time. But on a serious note, though, I can't say that anything that she said was a lie because it is very true. Trish, during her time, Trish was monumental to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? She could be considered to be sports entertainer, but a lot of people thought she was the best wrestler at that time because if you look at it during that time, a lot of the other women were not the best. By no means say, if you look at the product that they were giving to the women, in a lot of people's eyes, Trish was the best thing running around. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? And with Trish and all of her accolades she's done, there are a lot of women to this day who still want those dream matches with Trish. There are women who sit there and say that, oh, well, Trish is somebody I grew up watching and looking at and I embodied and wanted to be like and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with Trish, you know what I'm saying, despite her bringing up, the triple threat match and saying that, oh, this will never happen. And she never main evented on Raw, but you didn't main event by yourself, Trish. You main evented with Lita. someone who beat you in that main event as well on Monday Night Raw, which led to other Monday Night Raw main events happening, like with Sasha and Charlotte, with multiple other people as well, main event and stuff like that too on these shows and stuff like that. So it may have started with you, you know what I'm saying, but it didn't end with you. It continued on till we got to, you know, the women's evolution, till we got to having the 4 horsewomen, till we got to having this new crop of NXT girls who are really, when we had the Mae Young Classic, it showcased a lot of women from all over the fucking world that truly had a passion about wrestling, that came from the indies, were a part of WWE and things like that. So like, you're right. Some things may have started with you. You may have been that girl who came in and was like, you know what, I'm going to change the game because I came in just being a Sports Illustrated model and blah, 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 and all this and that. But I also got in the ring and I worked my ass off to show that not you can be just another pretty face. You get your ass in the ring and you can have the first evers and blah, blah, this and that. But you can't take away from all these other women and stuff like that. I get it that you want your flowers and stuff like that, but you got your flowers and you got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I'm just glad she didn't try to pull this shit on Charlotte.
No.
That's all and I'm gonna leave it at that because baby girl, let's be honest. You gave Charlotte one of her worst matches.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was really bad.
I can't believe they posted that. Let me tell you something. Whoever's running WWE socials, you guys are awesome. Y'all are here. Petty and catty shit. No lie.
Absolutely.
Honestly, truly.
And then we continue with the women, of course. We don't know what's gonna happen with Trish. Obviously, she's in a feud with Becky. We don't know how long.
Becky didn't even show up tonight.
She didn't show up, but she said she wasn't gonna show up on Twitter.
She did.
So
she did WWE on Fox. Child.
You know. Candice LeRae and Michin taking on Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. So what's very interesting with this match is Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville are actually going to be competing against Liv and Raquel. They earned the opportunity to get their title shot. So I find it to be very interesting that we also saw Liv and Raquel come out. I think the women's division is starting to really pick up, especially with the tag. And I think this is a good direction. What surprised me, and I don't doubt my girl, but Chelsea Green gets the victory. So happy about this. I have to. Got some goodies here. I actually
don't bring out that damn.
Yes, I am.
Oh my god.
So I actually got this while I was gone. Finally got the red one. Chelsea. So she's here with us. And I'm not bringing out Matt. What did you think about the match?
Oh, I thought she was done showing that stupid action figure.
Oh,
it doesn't even look like her. Anyway, don't bring it back. So, yeah, I thought the match was actually really, really, really good. Mia, just celebrated a birthday, and stuff like that. And I love this pair of Sonya and Chelsea. No lie, it's really just me and Nikki in real life. No lie,
it really is.
It really is. Can you guess who is who?
I think it's pretty easy.
Guess who is who between me and Nikki? Who is Chelsea and who is Sonya? I'm telling you right now, one of them is very easily. Both of them could be actually easy to do. Oh my god.
You got this one.
Oh my, put it away.
Chelsea.
Okay.
We love Chelsea.
Yeah, so even after this match, Chelsea grabs a bottle of water and she throws it on Liv. Can we talk about how cute they did look, Raquel and Liv did though? I don't have any photos of them, but
yeah.
Raquel looks so freaking cute. Like, I think Raquel is so freaking gorgeous, bro. Like,
yeah, we talked about that earlier.
I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Like,
I do too.
You know what I'm saying? And Liv, she look cute. Love the veins.
I do think it's about time Chelsea Green wins, and I also think I actually got a chance to see and meet Raquel. She's so absolutely stunning. But I think that this match between Raquel and Liv defending their titles against Chelsea and Sonya, I think it's really going to prove that we're building new stars. We really are. Liv is definitely a star. Raquel's a star. Chelsea Green has literally been kicking down doors in the indies, becoming an invitational world champion, World Cup champion that time when she won NWA. She's been a tag team champion in Impact. She's been killing the game in GCW. I mean, honestly. And then Sonya's been one of the most consistent women in WWE. Honestly, she has. She showed up even during pandemic. She had a great feud with Mandy. Even before that, she's had some great WrestleMania moments. She's had some great showings. And I think, I don't know. I think that this is why we have to be appreciative. I mean, I know it's hard to say, but we do have to be appreciative of what we get.
Of course.
I popped super hard when Chelsea won because I didn't think that was going to happen. And then we see the Street Profits, of course, and Elias and Rick Boogs. And then Corbin comes out and kind of makes people think, in a sense, that, I mean, it is true that Montez and Angelo Dawkins could get split up. Do you think, how high do you think that probability is?
I mean, with the rumors, I feel like with the Street Profits, I love them together. They've always been together in various different ways.
Correct.
And we've seen how they both have been when they've kind of had their own singles thing, like when Dawkins was injured and Montez was doing his singles thing for a moment, and when Montez was injured and then Dawkins was doing his singles thing for a moment. So it's like you can see how they both are separately, but if they split up, I don't necessarily know where Dawkins would end at. By no means necessary. I would love for both of them to equally be able to skyrocket on separate brands together if they can.
Yeah.
But I know that a lot of people do have a lot of high hopes for Montez Ford.
Yeah.
It's all on social media in so many different ways. But don't sleep on Dawkins. He's somebody that you definitely need to watch out for, even though he doesn't show off as much as Montez does. But when he does, oh yeah.
He would go to an indie promotion and be world champion.
Definitely.
He's very seasoned. He's amazing. That's not to take away anything. I just don't want them to split up because I think tease it, don't do it. Tease it, don't do it, because I think that would be the worst thing for both of them. I think that people have too, and I say this nicely, I really do. Because Montez Ford is an amazing talent. But I think that people have too much expectation on creative and on people who put people in places. And I don't think that Montez Ford would reach the pinnacle. And I've said this before. I don't think he would reach the pinnacle or the heights that he deserves. And I think that he would stick to like a mid-grade title.
Yeah.
I don't think that he would become a world champion. And I think that that's the expectation that I've seen a lot of people have. And that's okay to have. But let's not get upset when everyone doesn't get their moment. Because
say that Montez could be going back down to NXT or some shit.
With
Dawkins. I mean, because every superstar is eligible.
That's true.
It could mean that on all brands, you can be on the main roster, you can go right back down to NXT, but I don't want people to make it seem like, oh damn, they're sending Becky down to NXT, development, blah blah. I want people to treat NXT like it's a third brand, because it is.
Yeah.
NXT has some stars down there. They have great stories down there. They have amazing talent down there, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to feel like if one of the superstars who are like high on like main roster goes down to NXT, they're going to feel like, oh, well, wow, they're going to be a jobber or this and that. It's like, no, they could really fit in with some of the new crop of talent that's down there and really give them the benefit of the doubt, you know?
Yeah.
So, especially those who came from NXT, the black and gold brand at that, you know what I'm saying? That also could play a big part too.
Yeah.
Take Baron Corbin down there.
All right. Well, that's not bad. That's not actually. It's not actually that bad.
Corbin down there.
All I'm gonna say, if Corbin goes and he beats Hayes, I don't want to hear it. Okay, I just saying.
You're not going to hear anything because it's not going to happen.
Okay.
You're going to be in a match with Schism.
Oh. The pain of the truth sometimes just smack you in the back.
I mean, that damn.
And then of course, before the main event, we see the Usos demanding respect, and Solo's just looks like a cardboard cutout.
I just don't even like he exists back there. Don't lie.
Like he does. And of course, it was announced tonight that Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Matt Riddle will be taking on the Bloodline. Wow. I think Solo's going to do something. Honestly. He's fed up. But tonight, of course, because, I mean, why not end the night in a main event 6-man tag, right? Mm-hmm. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle taking on the Judgment Day. Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts? Because I don't have any. I have not one.
You know, with this match here, I mean, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It sucks that Finn took the loss, but I think more so of there's honestly, truly, to me, it very much seems like the Bloodline is very outnumbered, honey. Yeah. You got Sami and Kevin and Riddle and well, not necessarily outnumbered because the Judgment Day, this could be literally a even war right now. Because you have Legado del Fantasma, you know, LWO, and you got, of course, Sami, Kevin, and Riddle. But then you also got Judgment Day and the Bloodline. Who's to say that this match here doesn't really turn into a whole, like Joseph said, faction warfare? Like, who's to say this is something that doesn't really get added more to Backlash? Or, matter of fact, scratch that. Just let Judgment Day and LWO do their own shit. Of course, add Bad Bunny to that thing and everything like that. And then, you know, of course, we'll have it would be nice to have a War Games at a Backlash with all these, you know, competitors and stuff like that. But I don't know if that's going to I don't think that's going to transpire by no means.
No, because I think that what they're doing for Backlash is enough. Even though, to me, the second night of WrestleMania wasn't that spectacular, but I think it was because of how good night one really was. Yeah. That was a nice showing. We've had a nice pay-per-view. And I think, especially for my folks, we've been getting fed.
Yeah.
So I think, and this is just me as a viewer, I don't really give a damn what they do for Backlash because I'm going to be invested. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just a really calm, just a very calm show. Nothing too drastic. I think the stories that are being built are a little heavy, mm-hmm. and I think that can build longevity to spew out into Money in the Bank if that's in the summer. I don't even know if that's in the summer.
It is. It's in July. I'm gonna be in London.
What's in June?
June, there's nothing in June. Well, no, there's nothing in June.
Because I know SummerSlam is the first of.
Thank you for joining, Dolly Pool from Ireland. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Oh, so Night of Champions is May 27th, so that would kind of count it as June, but it would kind of be count something as June.
Crazy.
2 shows in May: Puerto Rico and Night of Champions in Saudi. Girl, they finna make some bank.
Fed, okay.
Nice.
Fed. Nice. That's pretty much it for Monday Night Raw, y'all. Listen, I know one thing. Thursday night, y'all better be prepared.
Oh, honey, we got a lot to talk about over there.
We got a lot to talk about over Impact. That's when you will see us again live here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Mm-hmm. Other than that, make sure you check out the website. We're going to get a brand new website very soon. WW Talk POD. Make sure you check that out. And then, of course, I'm not even going to play the video, but you can Google Santana and then you can follow me on Twitter, of course, and Instagram. We got a lot of cool things. If you missed the All Access recap show, we did episode 3 yesterday. Aisha and Al held that down. Some footage from Derby City will be releasing in the couple months. Me and Santana are gearing up for Summer Sizzle in June.
I got a reveal for y'all on Thursday too, yo, though.
A reveal?
Mm-hmm. What did I get today?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing it on the show?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on the show.
Oh, wow.
I know, right? Special.
Crazy banana.
Impact gets special treatments, you know?
Yeah, they do. And then other than that, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Make sure you follow all of our listeners out there on Apple or Spotify or however you do your podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love a good audio. So if there's anything that we can do to make this show 10 times better for our listeners and viewers, please let us know. Thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing all of the content. We've been doing some amazing things, and I can't wait for you guys to see what else we have in store. With that being said, stay blessed and hydrated until next time. This is Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.